Slice the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. On the court right now for the Celtics. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 roaming the paint.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Payne looking around. Here he goes. Drops in the layup for 2. Payne's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Holiday. Outside, Porzingis. Anunoby against Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now here's Payne, guarded by Holiday. Payne can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now here's White. Back to Holiday. With the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
That's the power of Jrue Holiday. Just carries him straight through the defense.
Anunoby outside. Now here's Payne. Pass to McBride. Anunoby is screen on White. Here's McBride. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. White outside Tatum. Over Robinson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 22 points for Jason Tatum.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And here's Holiday. Outside Tatum for 3. No good on that one.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Good on the shot.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now here is Holiday. Payne covering. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Achua, he's checked in for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Miles McBride.
Josh Hart.
Towns with the steal. Now Payne. There's a screen by Achua. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by White. Here's Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
Jason Tatum.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
For the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. Then for the Celtics, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Brown in for Derek White. Jason Tatum grabs the board. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. At the elbow, it's Brown. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Assisted by
Now that's 17 points for Jaylen Brown. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Al Horford with the rebound. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Brown outside. Back to Holiday. They set the screen. He takes it in, and he lays it straight in. Holiday's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's incredible patience right there. Just letting the play develop. Nice job, Drew Holiday.
Achua, the pass to Robinson. Bridges kicks to Hart. Pass to Brunson. Drills the three-pointer.
Watch out now that he's got his first 3 of the half. There'll be more in store.
Celtics lead 81-51.
Holiday with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
That's on Jalen Brunson.
You can see how anxious the defense was to take Holiday away. Instead, they foul him and send him to the line.
Free throw, good. Holiday for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Robinson. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Josh Hart. Both free throws good from Holiday.
One of the things you admire most is Drew Holiday's versatility, his toughness, the overall impact. This is the kind of guy you win championships with.
And there's Bridges on the assist by Brunson. And that's 13 points for Mikal Bridges.
53.
Here's Holiday. Cornett passes to Holiday. There's the screen. Clock at 4. Shoots over Brunson. Here's Cornett. And that one is stuffed right through.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Back to Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the final quarter. And the shot goes down. Holiday's got 11 in the second half. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Anunoby kicks to Achua. For 3, Bridges. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
The longer his career grows, the more you see Mikal Bridges put together these scoring outbursts.
Outside Tatum. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Shoots. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this really was a must-win, not literally, but in an emotional sort of way.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're down 2-0 in a series like this, you cannot afford to drop that third game. It's basically lights out. This win tonight, guys, this breathes a whole new life into this series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Bridges shot, good.
How about that quick three response by Mikal Bridges?
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Anunoby. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now, here's Bridges. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game, but with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling, and suddenly we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
You got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.